Hey, James G here in Tarpley Music, Fort Worth, Texas. And if you need to, you can always find us online at tarpleymusic.com. I have with me today Kevin, the assistant manager from the Burleson Tarpley location, here to talk about a really cool new Gretsch, right? So this is the Gretsch Electromatic Chris Rocha model, who is Grammy winning. Correct? I believe, and really well known for worship and praise up kind of music. This is the Broadkaster Junior center block guitar that he has, and right off the bat we took it out and we were like, wow, this gold glitter and this gold trim is actually really, really cool. It's not overdone.
No,
and
it's awesome.
We were thinking it's not gaudy at all, and I've never been a big fan of gold hardware, but I love it on off-white guitar. So this guitar is really spectacular just by looking at it. So if you're definitely one into, hey, I want something to look really different on stage, might be a good way to go here. So this body is all maple, so even though it can't produce syrup, it does produce sweet tones. So it's very bright. I think it's got a lot of cut to it. It's a really cool sounding guitar, and I've only really heard it kind of today as Kevin was kind of playing it and doing some of the stuff he's going to do later. So it specifies a thin U neck, and it looks pretty thin. So, but you've been having it, so you agree with that?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Okay. It's like between a U and a C, kind of. But
UC.
Yeah.
UFC. So, but you can, and I think that makes sense because it actually has a 12-inch radius, and those tend to go really well together if you're doing a lot of really arpeggios, or if you're doing a lot of single note kind of stuff. That makes a lot of sense. So the scale length for this guitar is 24.6, and of course that's your playable area, right? It is between the nut and the saddle. See, he knows what he's talking about. And the nut itself, this is a Graphtec Nubo nut, so it's very easy to shape for you luthier guys, as well as I think it holds very well. It gives you a lot of sustain. It's a great way to go. And of course, we have the Adjustomatic bridge with the B70 Bigsby, which is just a really cool looking. I'm a Bigsby fan as it is anyway, but that one, it just looks really cool. But it seems like there's a different kind of comfort.
Yeah, absolutely.
That arm. I haven't really played a whole lot, but it really looks like it's
a lot more adjustability, and it just works really well.
Yeah. You just get your finger down there. So, and of course, if you flip that bad boy around, we got the die-cast sealed locking tuner. So, once again, the gold it really works on this color. And it's a pretty thin body too. And so extremely comfortable to play, especially if you're doing a lot of stand-up worship for that kind of thing. It's with basically being center blocked and then maple, it's probably not real heavy. We haven't stood up and gigged with it, but well, just from kind of messing with it here, we kind of. So the other big part of this is talking about the pickups here. So these are the high-sensitive Filtertron pups. And what have you noticed with these? I'm kind of curious of what your take is as I was listening, but it's definitely a different Filtertron than you would see.
It seems like they're maybe a little bit brighter. There's a little bit more attack. A little bit more aggressive than your standard Gretsch.
I think it'll break up a little faster. Yeah, you're getting a little more grit.
Absolutely. And just a lot of clarity.
A lot of clarity, yeah. And it responds well. So as he's playing notes, you can really hear it from the amp. So we're pretty excited about, Kevin's going to give you a demo today of the sounds from that. We're going to make it real simple. So he's just going into this Black Star St. James. So we're going to use this for clean tones as well as overdrive tones. And so you can kind of hear just the pups on their own and what they do, because the knobs are pretty easy. So you've got a master volume there, you have a master tone, and then each pickup also has its own volume. So you can blend if you want. You got in that middle switch because it's a standard switch. Right. So if you're in the middle, you got both pickups. You can adjust the volume a little bit, and then you have an overall up and down on that. So it's and I think that's why you can get so much warmth out of these guitars, because you can work both pickups like that. So really excited about hearing that. And then later he's got a small portion of a piece that he's written where I think you're going to be able to hear a little bit of that extra grit kind of that we were talking about. And I think you'll see this. It's actually much more versatile, because you would think Chris Rocha, it's made for this. Yes, but even he will tell you, I want the guitar to be able to do a lot more than that.
Absolutely.
So I think you'll see that.
heard this clean and you've heard it with some drive. Let's hear what it sounds like in the mix.
So, like I said, first of all, a stunning guitar when you're looking at it, but man, some really great tones.
Oh, absolutely.
So what? I'm going to actually ask you this since you've been kind of playing it the most here. But what are your takeaways on this guitar? Because since you're the one who demoed it.
I really love the clarity you get from these pickups and just the attack you get. Like it's very instant, so it's very comfortable, and you can play a little bit more aggressive than you would on a standard Gretsch. So these pickups are fantastic.
I noticed that too. You just even start you're doing like slight arpeggiatic stuff, but they're very chimey.
Yes.
You know, it really kind of clears.
Very chimey.
So really cool pickups. Any other takeaways you have on this other than the obvious that the gold flake is just really kind of grows on you? It's just really cool. Because when we first took it out, or when I first kind of saw a picture, I was going, okay, this might be a little gaudy. But when we took it out, I was like, no, man, it really works.
Yes.
It really works. I think it's just enough. And of course, you know, here's a guy who's on stage a lot with a lot of different lights, right?
Oh, absolutely.
And so he wants something that is going to kind of... But any other takeaways that you have from the feel or look? Or
it feels super comfortable.
Do you want one? Or?
Oh. This is mine now. I'm kidding.
You heard him, Gretsch. Send us another one for me.
But yeah, this is a super comfortable. Sounds great, easy to play. There's a lot of things that are very well thought out.
Yeah.
So I think it's
not a
great
one-trick
deal.
pony.
No, and it's fantastic value.
Awesome.
So
that's true too. And we won't get specifics but the price is really, really good for what it is, and it's not too far from your regular center blocks too. So you can get kind of that pickup and a little different look for not really having to break the bank. So hey, I hope you got some interest in this, and if you with the guitar, and look up Chris Rocha as well. He's a fantastic musician, very talented, and it's important that be well known just as well as the instrument itself. But of course, we can sit here and talk and goof off all day and talk about it, but you have to put it in your hands to really get that idea. There's no way for us to ever film that, and so you should find a Tarpley and do that. And but if you enjoyed us and enjoyed this video, just hit that like there for me. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, some people.
I know.
Please subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you on board with us. And if you'd like to know, we are constantly dropping a lot of different styles of videos, and we just we're branching out into some more things. So if you'd like to know as those videos drop, you can turn on notifications, and we will definitely see you on the next one.